You trust your insurance company to pay for your car repair. But what if they're quietly slashing payments behind the scenes?
Seeing this one time can be an anomaly, maybe somebody new on a job or whatever the case it is. When it gets to two of something that I've never seen before, now that's a trend.
Happy Saturday. Thanks for joining us. Rob, happy Saturday to you.
Happy Saturday to you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you so much, very much.
Absolutely. Now, Rob, today, whoa. Something new is, it smells like something new is happening.
Yeah.
And we're going to set the scene for you because this could mean the difference of thousands of dollars to you. Our story starts with a tale of two vehicles. We're going to talk about the first one, which is a Toyota 4Runner. Is that correct?
I think so, yeah.
And in order to understand all of this, you need to understand at least one term, and that is the term supplement.
Yep.
Rob, give us a quick 30,000-foot view of what is a supplement and what does it mean to that guy right there.
Whether it's your home or your car, an insurer will write an initial estimate of record, and not very well.
Usually they lowball it.
Yeah, not very well.
Okay.
Not that you could get it fixed for that.
Right.
And then, so supplements are talking to the insurance company about what they missed, and then they add it on as a supplement. And the next conversation that you have, because they still haven't gotten to where it needs to be, might be supplement 2.
Gotcha.
And when they still haven't got there, it might be supplement 3. And in each one of these supplements, you're trying to share more information, get them to understand the necessity of repairing your vehicle correctly.
And that's the purpose of it, right?
Yeah.
Because you are the repair specialist.
Yeah, the expert.
They are the payment specialist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's not get involved in each other's jobs.
Right. Okay. So on this Toyota vehicle that we're going to talk about, and we're not going to talk necessarily about the things that needed to be repaired, but what we are going to do is break this down into chapters for you, chapters by supplement.
Yeah, quick
if you
ones.
will.
Yeah. What I want to do is share a disturbing insurance tactic that is being used. Seeing this one time can be an anomaly, maybe somebody new on a job or whatever the case it is. But when you see it twice, to me, I have two vehicles in here that are a similar situation, two different insurers, two different third-party appraisers, and when it gets to two of something that I've never seen before, now that's a trend.
Yeah, you're not a new kid on the block, and
Yeah.
this is a new
This
tactic.
is something to discuss with you and bring it to your attention so that you know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
When you review the estimates, as I always tell you, you need to review the estimates because you may have some questions, and you should have some questions.
Yeah, we made a video for you, and I encourage you to find it in the description box below or click the link right above that talks about how to read your estimate. But you won't find this conversation on there
No,
because this is new.
this is new.
All right.
This is new. The initial estimate of record, and we're going to show you a picture of what we call the estimate summary or the cumulative payments and so on and so forth. But we wrote this vehicle to repair it properly per Toyota guidelines, blah, 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 for a little over $11,000.
Okay.
We haven't changed that number. That number has been consistent. The original estimate from the insurance company was $1,700.
$1,700.
$1,700.
That's off by a lot.
It is off by a lot, but that was their initial estimate. I don't know if they saw it here at that time or not, or maybe saw it at the guest's home.
Sure.
I'm not familiar with that.
Okay.
But the estimate of record was $1,700.
All right.
We get it. We submit our $11,000 to repair it correctly.
Yes.
They came back and added another $3,600.
Okay, so at least they saw that they may have left a couple of things off.
Again, what are we at now? $4,000 or $5,000. It's still half.
Right.
So we submit another sup. By the way, in between submitting another sup, somebody internally reviewed sup 1 and decided it was overpaid by $250 and removed the $250 in supplement number 2. So naturally, we're putting our paperwork back in, the same amount of money, the same repair plan.
Right.
And the appraiser comes up with another $5,800.
Wow. The appraiser found the Lord.
Yeah. So this got us incredibly close to where we could repair the car, and there'll be some nickels and the dimes at the end. Interestingly enough, maybe it's that same person, I'm not sure, but somebody goes into that supplement of $5,800 and reduces it by $4,200. So now we're back to almost where we were with sup 1.
This is the problem, right? This is what's going on. When you start to see negative numbers
Yes.
on these estimates,
Yeah.
that's a big, big red flag.
Yeah. I've not come across this before. This is, so they send out or contract with a competent appraisal company, not their own. This is not staff adjusters.
Understood?
This is a third-party company. Hey, we have a loss over at Nylund's. Go look at this car, or get the pictures and their estimate and create a supplement.
Okay.
How we get so close, and it's locked, it's documented, and then somebody goes in and says, nah, we're going to take $4,200 off of it, and now everything's on hold again.
You said it's locked and it's documented, and that's another big, big thing for us, right?
Yes,
Because
yeah.
These are legal documents, right?
They can be, yes.
And they, at one point, when it got close to that $11,000,
We were ready to get going on
it's
it for the guest.
document of record.
Yep.
And like you said, we were ready to go.
Yeah.
But then somebody sneakily got in there
Mm-hmm.
and decided to delete $4,200.
Yeah.
You say that you've never seen this before.
No.
This tactic is, again, you said earlier, if it happens once, you go, wow, right?
Yeah, that's just some new people or a process problem or whatever the case may be.
But Rob, what if it happens again?
It did happen again.
In the short course of the same time period,
You can see the 1,700, 3,600, and then you see that somebody went in on supplement 2 and took out $250. Then there's the $5,800 that got us to the 11,000, or
Right.
close. It was within hand grenade range. And then comes sup 4 for minus.
right?
And then, naturally we sent it back in again,
Yeah.
and they came up to another $1,600. And so this is just going back and forth and back and forth.
There's 5 supplements going on, which, by the way,
We haven't touched the car.
that's a time delay, right?
Yeah, that is it's not reasonable. And reasonable is an important word for you to understand.
Yes, it is.
Reasonable is an important word.
It's a legal word.
Wait till you see this next one.
All right.
All right.
So you remember last week's car and the one that we talked about. And if you didn't, gosh, you got to go see it. Thank
And
you.
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
Right?
everybody who tuned in for that.
Yeah.
But last week's car was a Lexus NX, 2021. And what happened in this case?
Well, it's the same situation. We started out with an estimate for almost, I think it was between $18,000 and $19,000.
Right.
First off, if you remember from last week's video, we've said this car is a total loss from the beginning.
Yes.
These people didn't really think so, so they wrote an estimate for $86.72.
Right.
No. No. We hadn't written an estimate at that point,
Yeah.
but I did go and show this person personally,
Yes.
washed the car, brought it inside the shop, and went all around the vehicle, having him take pictures, and told him, this vehicle, save yourself some money.
Right.
Total the vehicle now, save yourself the storage, the admin, the disassembly, all the rest of that stuff. No, we get an $8,600 estimate.
Okay.
I think in a matter of a day, we get SUP 1
Okay.
for minus $1,211.
Right off the top of the bat, they're taking off $1,200.
Right. That's before we could even send in our $19,000 estimate, or $18,000, whichever it is.
Wow.
After that, they come in with a supplement of an additional $544. But then in SUP 3,
Yeah.
remove $132 from the total, and then in SUP 4, remove another $412, and then in SUP 5, and they were so happy to tell me, well, we paid you to do this, repair, a wheelhouse that needs to be replaced for $247. They never told us that they had taken $412 off on SUP 4. They never sent SUP 4 to us.
Wow.
So we're sitting at basically a $19,000 job if it were repairable, and it's not.
For basically the same $8,000 that they wanted to.
For less,
Yeah.
still less.
Yeah.
Still less. So this is not something I'm accustomed to. This is a new tactic. I don't even know what to say other than these guests are going to get taken care of.
I would put money on that.
Yeah, we're not laying down for this. But you as a consumer need to review the paperwork, and as it changes, make sure that the shop and the insurance company send you those changes.
Yeah.
So that you can keep track of this. And if you see something negative, you better raise your hand and start asking a whole bunch of questions of both the shop and the insurer to understand why.
Yeah, that's what I want you to
Because you're
take.
getting shorted.
Yes, I want you to take this away, right? I want you to take away the fact, we taught you in this other video that I mentioned to look for the A/M, which stands for aftermarket.
Yep.
We taught you to look for the REPL, which means replace
Right,
with a new part,
right.
or an REP, which is repair, or RPR
Yeah,
for repair. You look for those things. Well, today we're telling you got to look for the negative numbers,
Yeah.
and you'll find them on the summary.
Yeah, and it says cumulative effects of the supplements.
Yeah,
So each one of these is, what it changed to.
right.
And it's going in the wrong direction in this particular case, but we're getting ready to fix that. We've already got it in motion.
Yeah.
I wish I had a conclusion, seeing we're another week, because we talked about it last week.
Right.
It's been assigned to another adjuster, because all I've ever asked is, could you please get this in a professional's hands?
Right.
And maybe we've accomplished that. I don't have anything in paper to report back on that, but we'll follow through on this.
Yeah, we will. And Rob, I think the thing that we really want people to do is don't be afraid of asking the questions, right?
Please ask the questions.
And one of the questions that needs to be asked, whether out loud or internally at this moment on these two cases, is this bad faith on the part of the insurer, or is it just dirty business as usual?
Yeah. It's new.
It's new. Yeah.
It's new and shiny.
Thanks for bringing this to us. I appreciate it. Hey, have a good Saturday, man.
Happy Saturday to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Saturday. I hope you have an amazing week and you join us again next Saturday. God bless.